Now let's study types of operating system. Now when I say types of operating system, now there are different types of operating system which are there or which can be used. Okay, which can be used. So which can be used. So what we are going to study are just the basics of operating system. Single program OS we are going to study, multi-programming operating system, time sharing, real-time multiprocessor. These types of operating system we are going to study, which you have in your portion. Now basically we'll start with single program operating system. Now what do I mean by single program operating system? Now as everyone knows or as everyone can understand by the meaning single program, that means only one program can run at a time, is my single program operating system. The very classy example is DOS, that is disk operating system. How does a DOS look? DOS looks like this. Okay. DOS looks like this. Okay. Now there were many, initially there were many computers which, or many people who used to use single program operating system. And in single program, only one user was supported. Like if you see old phones, old mobile phones, if you see, okay, जो generally grandparents के पास रहते हैं, in which if you are listening to the music, you cannot type a message. Okay, और if you are typing a message, जैसे आप call और message दोनों साथ में नहीं कर सकते हो. So that is single program OS. And still in Play Store, still in your Play Store, you can see many games based on DOS commands. Okay, जहाँ पे सिर्फ एक टाइम पे एक ही चीज होता है. This is an example of DOS. So single program OS ka major drawback was that my CPU was not getting utilized. Now what is this CPU utilization? CPU utilization says, see, if I give a child any presentation work, he says, ma'am, I will collect the pictures also and I will make the presentations also. So that is multi-programming. And whereas one student says, ma'am, I can just collect the photos, I cannot make the presentations. So that is single program. Only at a time, only one student can run. If I can take Viva, okay, if I say I will take at the same time, I can take practicals of 20 students. So that is multi-programming. Okay, and when I say at a time I can attend only one student, at that time it is known as single program operating system. And DOS is an example of single program operating system. If you see this over here, ये DOS का example है. Still Windows need DOS underneath to run. ओके अगर आपने आपके मेरे लैब के पीसी आप जब भी ऑन करते हो, सो पहले वो डॉस मोड में ही होते हैं. डॉस मोड में इट रीड्स ऑल द फाइल्स, इट रीड्स ऑल द फाइल्स फ्रॉम माय हार्ड डिस्क एंड देन इट गिव्स यू विंडोज. ओके, सो विंडोज ऑलवेज नीड डॉस अंडरनीथ. एक विंडोज एनटी करके हम टॉपिक पढ़ेंगे, उसमें आपको ज्यादा और क्लियर होगा. So DOS means only one program can run at a time, and this is an example of my game. Okay, your next type of operating system is multi-programming operating system. Now what is multi-programming operating system? Multi-programming operating system says when two or more programs are executed in a interleaved fashion. Now what is this interleaved fashion? Now basically I need to keep the CPU always busy. Okay, say for an example, if my first job is requiring CPU, okay, and the second program is requiring IO. IO means any input output device. Okay, so two jobs ऑब्वियसली एक को सीपीयू चाहिए, एक को आईओ चाहिए, तो दोनों जॉब्स मेरे साथ में रन हो सकते हैं. So at that time it is known as multi-programming operating system, wherein my OS, my CPU is busy throughout. That means मैं उसको maximum utilization कर रही हूँ. But in single program, I am not using the CPU to its maximum level. Like अगर मेरा एक word का फाइल चल रहा है, so only I can write into the word file or read from the word file. I cannot give print command and some action or some other word file is open and I'm taking the print, or else word में मैंने कुछ print किया है और email मैं check कर रही हूँ. I cannot do that in single program operating system, but in multi programming operating system I can do that. Now what are these IO bond operations and CPU bond operations? IO bond operations which require input output devices, and CPU bond operations which require CPU bond CPU. Okay, now if you see this example, yes, operating system mein I can do the word file also, I can type an email also, and I can simultaneously open any browser also. Okay, so multiple jobs are taking place at the same time. Now in multi-programming, there is a concept known as spooling. Now what does this spool mean? Spooling means it is a job of pool. Say for example, I have jobs to complete like J1, J2, J3 and J4. Okay, now over here my J4 needs CPU. Okay, my J2 requires IO and this requires IO. Okay, and J4 requires CPU. Okay, so simultaneously spooling will keep an account. It is a pool of jobs. Okay, so it will keep an account. Okay, J1 requires CPU, J2 requires IO, J3 requires IO, and J4 requires CPU. Basically, it maintains a queue. Okay, basically, spooling maintains a queue that which job is coming next for the execution and what does it require basically. Is it a CPU bond operation or is it a IO bond operation? Like over here, you can see J1 is requiring CPU, so it will run. Okay, then J2 requires IO, ठीक है, तुम ले लो because मेरा IO device free है. But J3 requires IO device, so it has to wait in the spooling. It has to wait in the queue so that my IO device gets free. Okay, and J4 again it will check what it requires. It requires CPU, but it will check whether J1 has completed its job. If J1 has completed its job, then J4 will be allotted CPU and J3 will be still in the queue. So basically spooling keeps an account of job in the disk, that which job is next coming for the operation or for the execution. Like you can see over here, this file 1 requires IO. Okay, file 2 also requires IO. ये सब actually printing के लिए जा रहे हैं. If for an example file 3 requires CPU, so it will allocate CPU to it. Over here also there is an example. This is a card reader which requires CPU and this is a printer. तो इसको CPU चाहिए और इसको IO device चाहिए. Okay, so though this both can keep running simultaneously. So spooling keeps an account of it. Yes, Yatharth? Yatharth, any doubt? Raised hand.
Ma'am, in the previous slides, there was something called proto binding.
कहाँ पे?
It was in an image.
Huh?
It was in an image.
What?
When you send the PPT, I'll ask them.
Okay, okay, no problem. Okay, so the next is time sharing operating system. Now, टाइम शेयरिंग ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम इज आस्क्ड इन एग्जाम, लाइक मल्टी प्रोग्रामिंग भी आता है, सब आता है, बट टाइम शेयरिंग स्पेसिफिकली it is used in many concepts. Now what does time sharing mean? Okay, I will give you a very simple example first related to my real life, and then we will switch to the CPU example. Now time sharing mein, listen to me very carefully, that I have given equal time. Okay, I have given equal time to each and every job. Okay, I give an equal opportunity to each and every job to complete its execution. Say for an example, if I'm taking Viva or I'm asking some questions to my students, and I like there are 10 students studying standing in a line, and if I allocate, I have decided कि मैं हर student का time slice, I'm using a new term, I keep a time slice that I keep a time slice of only 2 minutes, okay? And within that 2 minutes, the students has to speak. If the student does not complete its execution, like he or she does not complete its Viva or the questions what I'm asking, answers are not given in that particular 2-minute time, the child is shifted, the student is shifted in the end of the queue. That means जो 10th बंदा खड़ा है उसके पीछे वो जाके खड़ा हो जाएगा. The second students come into picture, the equal opportunity, the equal time slice of 2 minutes is again given to the same, to the next child. If he completes its job, that means of giving Viva, it is fine. He or she will move out of the queue, and the third job will come into picture. The third student will come into picture to give me the Viva. If the third student completes, it's fine. If he or she does not complete, again it moves to the end of the queue. That means जो first 10th के बाद जो first बच्चा खड़ा था, अब मेरा third sequence number था, जो third job था वो मेरा वहां पे, because he has not completed. So likewise, each and every job, each and every student is given an equal opportunity, equal time slice to complete its job. If it completes its job in that particular time slice, it moves out of the queue. But if it does not complete, then it stays in the queue for its execution, to complete its execution basically. Okay, so this time slice, now I will give you related to the system, the example related to the system. Now a time slice is given by this delta sign. Suppose this user 1 requires 3, this requires 5, this requires 2, this requires 3. Yes, Rahul? Yes, Rahul, you raised hand, beta, tell me.
No ma'am, clear ho gaya.
Suppose the time slice what I have decided, I'm running out of time, my God. Okay. Suppose this time sharing mein I have said that 3 is the time slice what I have decided. So in this 3 seconds, it has to complete its execution. Okay. User 1 has completed its execution, so it will move out of the queue. Now user 2 is given that equal time slice. That means the 5 is given, but like user 2 requires 5 seconds, but time slice is just 3. So it will stay in the queue to complete more 2 seconds job. Then user 3 has will complete its execution, so it will move out of the queue. Now user 4 का time आया 3 seconds, अब मैं user 4 को दूंगी, उसने भी अपना 3 seconds में complete किया, वो भी बाहर चला गया. Now user 5 को मैंने 4 seconds उसको चाहिए, but मैंने time slice सिर्फ 3 का रखा है, so it requires more 1 second, so it will stay in the queue. And this requires 6, so again it will stay in the queue because it requires more 3 seconds. फिर वापस मेरा queue start होगा, वापस I will start with the timing of this 3 second with this time slice. This 2 it will move out. इसको time मतलब उसने execution cross means it has completed its execution. So इसका execution complete हुआ, ये बाहर गया, अब मेरे पास queue में सिर्फ ये बचा है, तो वापस इसको तो this is the way time sharing operating system is used, that equal opportunity, equal time slice is given to each and every job to complete its execution. If it completes in that particular time slice, it's fine. If it does not, then it stays back in the queue for its completion. Clear? That's time slice. Now it is real time operating system. Real time operating system mein, it is completely opposite of time sharing. If it does not complete in that particular time, so वहां पे टाइम स्लाइस बोला है, यहाँ पे डेडलाइंस बोला है. ओके कि एक पर्टिकुलर डेडलाइन दे देते हैं कि इस पर्टिकुलर डेडलाइन में आपको जॉब कंप्लीट करना है. बट इफ इन दैट पर्टिकुलर डेडलाइन इट डज नॉट कंप्लीट, then the extra time it requires is given then and there. It will not wait for the end of the queue में जाके ऐसा होगा वैसा होगा, नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होगा. उसको extra time दे देंगे. See, job have fixed time deadlines and have to be completed within. If it does not complete within its deadline, the situation is called deadline overrun. जब डेडलाइन ओवररन, सपोज मैंने एक स्टूडेंट को बोला है कि आपको मुझे असाइनमेंट 21 तक देना है, या सपोज मैंने एक प्रिंटर को बोला कि 10 सेकेंड्स में यू हैव टू प्रिंट 10 पेपर्स. द अदर प्रिंटर इज गिवन सेम 10 सेकेंड्स टू प्रिंट 10 पेपर्स, बट द प्रिंटर 2 is not able to print the papers within 10 seconds. It takes 15 seconds. So to check the efficiency, of the computers, of the system, of any device, real-time operating system is used. Basically, see, system performance is measured by, because deadline overrun इसमें चलेगा कि अगर उस particular time में complete नहीं हुआ है, so जितना time उसको चाहिए आप ले लो और आप अपना complete करो. Okay, real time example, real time OS का example what I have taken over here is ये कुरियर कंपनी का एग्जाम्पल है. आई हैव टेकन इट फ्रॉम द नेट. ओके, ये कुरियर कंपनी का एग्जाम्पल है जहां पे नाउअडेज यू कैन ट्रैक एवरीवन. से फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल, अगर आपने जोमैटो से कुछ ऑर्डर किया है, यू रियल टाइम में यू कैन एक्चुअली सी द बाइक मूविंग, कि वो जो मेरा डिलीवरी बॉय है वो कहाँ पर पहुंचा है, किधर है. यू कैन कीप अ ट्रैक ऑफ इट. ओके, ऑल्सो when you say you book a Ola cab, okay, Ola cab also you can check. ये जो example है ये FedEx कंपनी का है, the courier company. like आपको अगर FedEx नहीं पता है तो हम लोग Amazon का लेते हैं. आप Amazon पे भी अपना चेक कर सकते हैं कि आपका courier कहाँ पे पहुंचा है. आप you can actually track your courier के in which location is it, कितने टाइम में आपके पास आएगा. and as soon as you get your courier, आपके घर में आया नहीं, आपने सैनिटाइज बस उसको किया ही है कि तब तक आपको मैसेज आ जाता, मैसेज आपका Amazon पे अपडेट हो जाता है that the courier is delivered, your parcel is delivered करके, या आपको तुरंत मैसेज, आपने उसको पेमेंट किया नहीं, तुरंत आपको मैसेज आ जाता है that it is delivered. आपने क्रेडिट कार्ड कहीं पे स्वैप किया नहीं कि आपको तुरंत मैसेज आ जाता है कि it is इतना आपका स्वैप हुआ है. So that is my real time operating system, wherein you can keep a track of everything. Okay, yes Krishna.
Yes ma'am. So do we have any real life example of the first case wherein the user is sent to the end of the queue? Do we use that anywhere?
Where you're talking about what?
The first scenario that we spoke about. I forgot the name.
Zomato.
Time.
No.
Zomato वाला?
Yeah.
हाँ, तो Zomato में we can keep a track ना कि वो कहाँ पे आपका डिलीवरी पहुंचा है, आपका एक्सेप्ट.
पहले जो दिया था उसकी बात कर रहा है वो मैम.
Yeah.
था ना वो क्यू वाला जिसमें
क्यू
टाइम लगाया, उसमें नहीं हुआ तो पीछे चला जाता है ना.
So this is my last 1 minute. This is my multi-processor operating system. Okay, so multi-processor operating system में multi-processor operating system says that when more than one multiprocessors are running at the same time, okay, at that time it is known as multi